What's going on, Detail Addicts? Josh here, and today we're going to answer a couple quick questions that I get referring to Claybars. So, real quick, a lot of times I get, what is a Claybar actually do? So, a Claybar removes surface bonded contaminants. What that is bugs, road grime, little bits of road tar, things that stick to your vehicle's paint on a microscopic level that you can't see, that do not wash off with standard automotive washing. So, second common question I get is, Josh, can I just do a wash Claybar to get rid of the micro marring and scratching on my vehicle? No, you can't. A Claybar does not remove mars and scratches. A Claybar on old vehicles from in the 1970s era on single stage paint used to be able to do that with really soft paints. You could remove a little bit of marring and scratching, but nowadays that's not possible. All it does is actually clean and prep the surface for machine polishing, so that way when we correct the marring and scratching using buffer and polishes, we can actually get onto the paint, pure paint, and not contaminants, and grind that back in. Some of the examples I have in front of you are a clay towel, I have some synthetic clay sponges, and an original Claybar. So we're going to go into that really quick and what these actually are, and why you may want to choose which ones are best for you. So a natural clay is a really great clay to use. You basically form it into a small, about the shape of your palm. You don't want it to go extend past into your fingers. And you're going to form that there. Use a instant detailer or a spray lube. You're going to go ahead and rub it over the vehicle, and it's going to remove all of the bonding contaminants, and they'll turn the clay brown, as you can see, and little bits of black dots and stuff will stick in there. And when you get that and it gets contaminated, you're just going to fold it back over and keep spreading it out and working it back out and keep going ahead and using it again. Downside to using natural clay is if you drop it on the ground, it's done for. Throw it in the trash. Done with it. Because whatever little rocks and sand and stuff that it picks up inside of it, that you fold inside of itself and go ahead and go to put back inside of the clay itself, it's going to work itself back out on the surface, and you're going to eventually start grinding that into the paintwork again. So you don't want to do that. So if you drop the Claybar, it's done for. Get another one. Some things people can do to alternatives to that are synthetic clay sponges. The blue one is fine, the red one is aggressive. Difference you'd use them in. If you Claybar a vehicle more regularly, you'd use the fine one. If it's been a very long time, you've picked up the car, it's been sitting outside for most of its life and stuff, and it doesn't get detailed, you're going to probably want to use this. A great way to tell which clays you might want to go start out with are to take like a sandwich bag or like a shopping bag and put it on your hand, and after you've washed the vehicle, lightly rub it on the surface, and you can feel the contaminants that'll be stuck to it that you can't feel without the bag on it. It amplifies your sense of touch. So it's a really cool trick, little decider to help. You can get a pair of these for about the same price as you can for about 2 things of clay, so they go hand in hand about the same. The cool difference is if you drop these, you can pick them up, hose them off, and you're back in business again. They also last a lot longer. You can usually get 10 to 15 cars out of these sponges, sometimes more. You can usually get about 2 to 3 times out of the natural clays, depending on how bad the vehicle is. So you get more out of them. They're about priced the same, and if you drop it on the ground, you're a whole lot safer. Here's the Mother's Clay, or Speed Clay 2.0. It's comparable to the nanoskin sponges. You can find this over the counter. You can pick it up. It's really great. It has a nice handle. It's a super aggressive surface, so if your car is really bad, this is going to be the thing for you. And a cool little tip that some detailers use is they also make them in mitts and towels. So if you've got really tight areas you're trying to clay in there, you can go ahead and use one of these and wrap it around your hand and your finger and get all into those tight areas. So that's basically some different types of clay. It's kind of what the couple little quick myths that we get about them are all the time, and what you actually use them for. If you have any more questions, go ahead and hit us up at www.detailaddicts.com or on Facebook. Have a good one.